What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Untitled Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. I think it's no surprise that I absolutely love the game mode Fracture. A lot of the gameplays that you've seen here on the channel are from the brand new game mode, and it is a ton of fun. Firstly, if you guys have not tried Fracture out already, definitely give it a try. Whether it be that you just have not been able to play Black Ops 3 too much, or you really just haven't felt like dabbling into something new, it is totally worth it, 100%. And as I mentioned previously in a video, this I believe is actually the best way to rank up in Black Ops 3 currently. There is so much XP to be had, and that's actually kind of what we're talking about here at this one. Just a few tips and pointers that I've picked up from myself playing this so much. Some of it might come as common sense here, but it definitely does help get you a lot of XP really fast. So first thing, let's run down the score breakdown here for all of everything in Fracture. Firstly, it's 50 points per kill, similar to Safeguard, so kills alone aren't going to do you too much. It's probably going to double pretty much what you're used to if you're trying to go for streaks. Then it's 25 per collection, 25 per core file deny, and then 50 per deposit. So those don't really seem like too high of numbers, but when you start to add them together, they go by really fast. If you want to think about it in a little bit more of just casual terms, more often than not, probably about 50% of the time, if not a little bit more, players that you kill will have at least 2 core files on them, just simply by the law of probability of them running in and out of the action and getting kills of their own. So unless they just spawned, chances are they're probably going to be holding on to at least 2 core files. So with that said, the first tip is to play the objective. Play for the core files, play for the denies. You're going to chain together so many score streaks, it'll be absolutely incredible. The only thing that will get tough is that you want to make sure you don't get a little bit too in over your head and a little bit too excited that you just run into absolutely everything, because, well, chances are, once again, you're going to run into a group of people. If your team does not control the Fracture site, well, then you're in for a bad time if you don't have support with you. So make sure you play it smart so that you don't only end your streak prematurely, but you also don't lose core files that you're trying to collect for your team, and inevitably it hurts your team at that point. The next big thing that I want to say is play the perimeter, really. If you can, play the objective and jump into the Fracture site to deposit core files, do that. But if you know the enemy team is controlling that site, don't rush in and try and take them all on. Try and play the angles, try and lure them out to you, because, well, they have to play the same objective, and if you're not coming to them, they have to come to you to try and get the kills. So by doing that, you'll be able to dictate the style of play that they have to play. The game is essentially in your hands at that point, and, well, whether or not you lose that gunfight or not, that's up to the user then. The next thing I advise is to watch how many and when you pick up core files, because if you do pick up a ton and that's in the middle of the map or at the far end of the map or something like that, completely opposite of where the Fracture point is, well, then chances are you're gonna get ambushed at some point and then lose all those core files, which if an enemy picks that up, and depending on how many you have, that's a really good boost towards a streak. I don't mean to contradict one of the first things that we mentioned here, but I'm just saying do it in a little bit more of a well thought out mannerism. If you do it right by where the Fracture point is, well, then that helps you out not only in the objective, but also it helps you by getting that XP bonus for your score, while also minimizing the amount of risk that you have in being taken out. Now, the fourth and final thing here is kind of user based once again, but if you can, play in a party. It's a lot easier to dictate the flow of the game, to communicate with your teammates, and then also, if you want to, elongate the game as well. You can pick up core files back and forth pretty much without depositing them if you so choose to do so, and you have the ability to elongate that game. You get more XP over a longer period of time. So it really offers a lot more in the way of different ways that you can control the game and then set the tone for yourself. So it offers a lot more in the user aspect of that. So I think it's very helpful at times. I often don't play in a party, so it's nice to have those whenever they do come around. But nonetheless, that's where we're gonna wrap it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few short, simple, and sweet tips here for ranking up in Fracture, or rather just getting the most XP as possible out of it, because sometimes you might not need to rank up, or that's not your sole goal, but it is something that is a beautiful mode and definitely a lot of different ways that you can take advantage of it to its fullest. So that said, leave your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts down there. And if you guys did like the video, be sure to like rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is of course greatly appreciated. But my name is Untitled Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.